Let me ask you a question. If I showed you the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, how many of you would recognize them? Probably a lot. But here's another question. How many of you think we're actually tracking towards these goals by 2030? Us students tend to see these 17 colorful symbols as something we need to memorize for an exam or something that we'll probably just quickly forget. Because we're often wondering silently to ourselves, how is this actually going to all work? The 17 Sustainable Development Goals are not just 17 promises, but 17 of the hardest challenges that we face in the world today, from climate change to poverty. However, challenges are not solved by memorization. That is why I think SDG 4, quality education, is one of the most important sustainable development goals. We should not be teaching students to memorize these and say that there's a test. We should be teaching them to be ready to take action in real life. Because without curiosity and creativity, these goals remain just dreams. Take SDG 12. We often see many products being advertised on TV as green or eco-friendly. But without critical thinking, we cannot really tell the difference between clever marketing and real sustainability. But with the power of education, we can educate students to beg the question, are companies actually doing it for sustainability, or are they just trying to get a good impression? Equally important is SDG number 13. Climate change is not going to be solved by the individual who passes and aces all the exams, but rather by the scientists, the entrepreneurs, the innovators, the engineers, and much more who strive forward to get the goal that they want to save our planet. But we also need to understand the person side of this. All these innovations are practically meaningless if a person chooses not to use them. Education is the starting point for effective innovations. Education contributes to SDG 16 as well, because well-educated students are able to distinguish facts from misinformation and have an independent mind. The Sustainable Development Goals act like a blueprint for our future. But they cannot build themselves. They need our knowledge, courage, and action. To move beyond just icons in a textbook, we must stop memorizing these goals and start actually achieving them. A sustainable future is not built on memorization. It is built by us turning vision into reality. Thank you.